We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. And this carries into the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, Hurts. A quick hitter complete. It's Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Hurts pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Now Gray throwing on fourth down. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Gray. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Breshad Perriman, 35 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And bulldozing his way through. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Eric Armstead picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And it's third down. Third and long.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Josh Jacobs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 12-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
To George Kittle.
George Kittle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Kick is good.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an...
Sounds like things...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted... Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Off play action. Gray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Will Fuller with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Giants have taken the lead.
Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career, but what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there, and boy, it was pretty.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's second down. To throw again, Gray. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Breshad Perriman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
The Giants.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Man. Second down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the
That last completion incompletion. Certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
27 on the play.
Hurts, and he's top 5 in the league in terms. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Gray. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
The kick is
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Giants 21. Broncos.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Gray. They still can't get it. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a secondary. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress
progress around the end. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DJ Reader picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Gray to throw on second down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Gray on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Gray. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Loss on the play. It's now third down.
Gray now throwing on third and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Breshad Perriman, 83 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. So now the Giants will once again go for 2 here. Back to throw is Gray, operating from the gun. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The 20.
You don't want none. You don't want
And
none.
he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
36.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Breshad Perriman, 43 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Giants 42.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete.
George Kittle, 58 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Off play action. Gray. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Gray. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake. Gray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, no shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Gray. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th. Unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Zane Gonzalez.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Gray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
The 2-point conversion.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Gun now on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gray, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Touchdown, Dalton Schultz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Forced out to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. George Kittle, 46 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Giants 55.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Gray. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
The 6-yard line.
Now Gray. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there, and he's got it for the touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos on to the We're in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On 1st down, Hurts. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
7-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and income. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Gray. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the play fake. Gray going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Will Fuller with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record. And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And somewhat of a touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here's Gray. Off the play fake. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Breshad Perriman.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Gray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Gray escaping the pressure right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete.
No, man, no.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Gray, off play action. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Gray now. Back to the air on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Giants.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year.